Hi friends, welcome to .NET Mob. In this video, I will show you how to create a setup file or installation file in Visual Studio. We have two video tutorials on this topic and this is the first part. In this video, we will discuss the basics of deploying an application in Visual Studio with a sample project. In part 2, we will discuss how we can deploy an application with database. Before starting this video, I would like to ask you a favor. If you found this video helpful, please thumbs up this video, and for more awesome videos like this, please be subscribed to this channel .NET More. Without further ado, let's get started. This is my Visual Studio 2013. Here I have opened a Windows Form application game, Picture Puzzle Game. We have already discussed how to create this game from scratch in another video. I have given the video link in video description. In this video, we are going to create an installation file for this game. Before that, you have to know the basics of a .NET project. If you have a successful build before, you don't have to run this application from Visual Studio. We can run that application from project file directory itself. In order to see the file directory of this project, right click on project, then click on open folder in File Explorer, then open bin folder, then open debug folder. Here you can see an exe file, project name, that is puzzle.exe. So if you want to run this application, you can run this exe from here itself. You don't want to click on the start button here. If you want to share this work with your friends, you can just share this exe file with them. But it won't work with a project which is dependent on external files like database. For this project, we don't have a database, so you can just share this exe with your friends and they can just play this game. But it's not the recommended way. If you want to deploy an application, you have to create an installation file and you can share the installation file with your friends or anyone. They can install the project then and they can run that project. So let's create the installation file for this project. For that, right click on Solution Explorer, then add new project. Under other project types, you can see Visual Studio installer. If you have Visual Studio 2013 or latest version of Visual Studio, you may not see this Visual Studio installer here. You need to download and install this Visual Studio installer. In order to install this Visual Studio, I have downloaded this Visual Studio 2013 installer projects from this link. I have given this link in video description. If you have other versions of Visual Studio like Visual Studio 2017 and Visual Studio 2015, you can see the corresponding links here. After downloading this file, you can close all of your Visual Studio, then install this file. After that, restart your Visual Studio. Then you should see this Visual Studio installer option here. Select setup project and name your project here. I will name it as setup. Then select the location where you want to save this project, then click on OK. Now you can see the newly created project setup here with corresponding file system. Now click on application folder here, then right click, then add project output. From this drop down, select the project for deployment, then select primary output. So we are going to add DLL or exe of the project into this application folder here. Other than that, you can see other options like localized resources, debug symbols, content files. For now, we need this primary output only. So I will select that, then click on OK. So here we have added our exe file. Now we need to add shortcut for this application that you can see here, users desktop, users programs menu. That means whatever we want to show in users desktop and programs menu should be added here. So first of all, I want to add shortcut into desktop. Right click, then click on create new shortcut, then select the application folder, then select primary output, click on OK. Then rename this shortcut file because whatever we have given this shortcut name will be displayed as it is in user's desktop. So I will name it as rabbit puzzle. Click enter. Now we have added shortcut for the application in desktop that will be displayed like this. Now we need to add shortcut in users programs menu. Click on that, right click, then create new shortcut. Click on application folder, then select primary output, then click on OK. Same thing, you have to rename this file rabbit puzzle. This shortcut will be displayed in start menu. If you want to show your programs in start menu, you have to add the shortcut file in this users programs menu. Since these two files are shortcuts, we have to add icon image for the shortcuts. For that, first of all, we have to add an ICO file into the application folder. For that, right click, then add file, then select the ICO file. In my case, I have an ICO file in my desktop, puzzle.ico. If you have PNG or JPEG image, you have to convert that image into ICO extension. For that, you can depend on online ICO converters. Now select the ICO file, then click on open. Now go to users desktop, then right click on the shortcut, then click on property window. From the icon, select browse, then click on browse here, then go to application folder, then select the icon file, click on OK, click on OK. Then do the same for the programs menu shortcut, right click on it, then property window, then select from this icon drop down, then click on this browse, then select the ICO file, click on OK, click on OK. That's it. Now go to Solution Explorer. Now we are going to change some of the properties of this setup project. For that, select the setup project, then press F4 on your keyboard. Then you can see this much properties here. I want to change the order. I will change that into rabbit game order, rabbit game order. Then we have manufacturer. I will change that also, rabbit game manufacturer. Then we have product name. I will change that into rabbit game. Then we have target platform. Currently it is x86. That means it is for 32-bit systems. So this setup file will work in 32-bit systems. In most of the case, 32-bit installation file will work on 64-bit also. Even though you have x64 target platform for 64-bit operating systems. Finally, I will change this title into rabbit game setup. Rabbit game setup. So here we have changed author, manufacturer, product name, then title, then target platform. Company name should be used as manufacturer, and then we have the product. Properties like manufacturer and product name will be used during the installation process that we can see in a minute. Now we are done with this project properties. Now go to Solution Explorer. Now we are going to create the installation file or setup file. For that, right click on this setup project, then click on build. In the bottom panel, you can see the progress of build process. As you can see here, our build process is success. You can see the installation file inside this project folder. For that, right click on this project, then click on open folder in File Explorer. Open debug folder. There you can see exe file as well as MSI file. You can use either exe or MSI file for installation purpose. Actually, there are some difference between exe installer and MSI installer. I have given a link describing the difference between exe installer and MSI installer. Let me show you one more thing in this project. Here we have created this installation file by building this project, this setup project. Suppose you have changed a source code for this puzzle game. In that case, you have to build this puzzle game project first, then build this setup project. In order to make things easier, you have batch build. For that, go to build, then click on batch build here. Select all of these options here, then click on build. It will create the new exe for updated source code. Now let's install this picture puzzle game using the created setup file. Before that, let me open properties of this setup file here. Then go to debug folder, then right click on this setup exe, then click on open. So here we have the welcome screen to the setup wizard. So here you can see the project name as Rabbit Game that we have given here as product name. In this tab you can select the directory where you want to install this application. Here you can see the default installation path, C drive, then program file 86, then Rabbit Game manufacturer. So whatever we have given here as manufacturer will be used in the default path itself. Then we have product name as Rabbit Game. Click on next, then click on next. So installation is in progress. Now installation is completed. Let me check my desktop. So here we have the application shortcut. If you double click on that, you can run this application. We have to see this application shortcut in start menu as well. Click on this downward arrow. So here we have the application Rabbit Puzzle. Let's check installation file directory. Inside C drive, program files 86, then Rabbit Game manufacturer, then Rabbit Game. Inside the folder you can see exe file as well as an icon that we have passed inside this application folder. That's it guys. If you found this video helpful, please be subscribed to this channel .NET Mob. You can download this project source code from the link given below in video description. In the next video we will discuss how we can create a setup file for a project with a database. Please like and share this video with your friends and colleagues so that they can benefit from this. Don't forget to comment your feedbacks in the comment box below. Have a nice day. Bye.